of patience to be able to move forward and see results, we will always be here at the place we don't want.
Greetings, I'm Dr. Sharita. I'm the founder of Dawn, DAWHN.com, Devoted African Holistic Healers Network. It's a network that I've put together to bring African holistic healers together from around the world to share their ways of healing, nutrition, and how we're going to all come together to heal our people in our global African family.
Medical science, it is still on trial and error. They cannot beat their chest and tell you this is what I can do. So they tell us when you manufacture your head, write on it that it cannot cure. Who told you? Who told you it cannot cure?
Today we have Dr. Kofi Asare. He's a traditional healer and master herbalist from Ghana, West Africa. He's an active member of the National Association of Traditional Healers. He is a trained adult and child educator. He lectures on workshops that has to do with who is African and cultural awareness, African science, nutrition, herbology, and natural healing techniques that date back over 5,000 years. He's the founder of PAMA, Positive Afro-Mental Attitude. Dr. Asare has over 130 formulations that's good for diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, infertility, impotence, different malaria. So if you're planning on going to Africa and you want to know what to do to get your body ready for that, he has herbs and things for malaria and typhoid and things like that. Dr. Asare is the founder of ACSI, African Communities Collaborating Everywhere for the Development and Emancipation. He has dedicated his whole life to provide this vital information to the African communities around the world.
There is statistics to show that many of the vitamins that are being bought do nothing. In fact, it has been even found out that most of the so-called vitamins that are sold off the counter reduce our lifespan.
Traveling to South Africa, Liberia, and other parts of Africa, Dr. Asare has decided to come to the United States to start teaching classes in African science, healing, and nutrition. It's a certification program with a 1-year apprenticeship, and his plan is a 5-year plan, and his goal is to have a healer in every African family. Dr. Kofi Asare, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Enjoy this beautiful day at the park?
Yes, it's like my home because like I always tell people, the plants are my friends. So everywhere plants are, I'm among my friends. And I've loved plants for a very long time, so I really feel at home here. When you take the fruits and vegetables, the body is able to sieve out and take what it wants and leave it. Now, when they are coded into capsules or tablets or whatever they are, okay, sometimes they go to the body as a shock. And sometimes it is even an overdose. And then the absorption of the liver and other organs becomes a problem. So you think you are taking vitamins to enhance your health, you are taking vitamins to kill yourself.
How did you become a traditional healer? And what is a traditional healer?
Well, a traditional healer is somebody who heals by traditional methods. And traditional methods of healing, or what is popularly called traditional medicine, is not anything primitive like people have been thinking about it. Or it's not a backward something. It is the most natural way of healing, and it has been all around the world. In fact, the only true natural healing is traditional healing. All the peoples of the world have their own way of healing. And they have their system of healing, and they have their healers. So we have traditional African healers, traditional Chinese healers. If you heal by the traditional methods in China, you're a traditional Chinese healer. And in Europe, they also have their traditional healing. No matter what names or nicknames you put on it, the healer that is out of the tradition of a people is called a traditional healer. So I have come out as a healer of the traditions of my people. And since I come from Africa, I'm an African traditional healer. That is the basis of African traditional healing. But like my course says, in Africa we do not separate traditional healing from nutrition. So we have traditional healing, science and nutrition as one and inseparable thing. And we do not also have institutions to heal. In fact, healing is a way of life.
I tell you honestly, I'm amazed by the amount of car parks that are being left for handicapped people. You know the reason why? You think it's because they love you? It is because of two major reasons, and take my word for it. One of the reasons is that we are making them sick enough, they must have some place to feel comfortable. And then the second reason is that if all the other spaces are filled, somebody will wrongly park there and we will charge them for parking in the wrong place.
We follow the science of wellness in Africa and not the science of sickness. So from the very word go, you follow this system in your tradition, and then you become a traditional healer. And today, because other people do not have time, we used to serve them, and like butter, they will give you something in return. But for all the life of Africans, there was always a healer in the family. Most of the times, it's the mother who will really know what herbs to pick to give to this child at the time that he is having this problem or that problem. So basically, traditional African healing is a way of life.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Does this sound sensible?
Yeah.
You see, so this is our science. Our science don't go to the laboratory. Our science is immediate and instant. And that is the reason why I'm telling you, please try to learn something for yourself. The best way of protection is the knowledge. The courses that we are offering, the course that I'm offering as a one-year apprenticeship, if it is put in any college, it can be spread for 4 years, and you will pay almost about $24,000 to $30,000 for it. I'm telling you. In fact, my course, I'm telling you the fact, is not taught in any university in any part of the world. The course I'm
So did you always know that you wanted to become a traditional healer? Were you chosen? Was it something that was predicted that you would do, or how did you become a healer yourself?
Well, I think I became a healer as a calling, because when I really decided to become a full-time healer, in fact, everybody in my family thought I was going crazy, like I was not normal. I have to resign from working, and that is what I teach in my classes.
So go raw, basically.
And as organic as possible.
Okay.
That's
What
organic.
else has a lot of acid?
The body can never retain too much acid until you want it to. Because even when you see lemon like it has acid,
Yes.
but the same lemon is able to balance the alkali in the body.
Oh.
Okay, this is what they don't know in their science. We teach the science of wellness. They teach the science of sickness and symptoms. You see, so go to the fresh foods as possible. And eat a lot of raw plantain.
Plantain.
Yes. You can even use it in your smoothies.
Raw.
Yes.
Okay.
It contains a lot of potassium, which is also anti-cancer. It's able to cure a lot of.
Use it in your smoothie.
Yes. Very, very.
I've never did the raw plantains.
Yes, very good. And then millet.
Millets.
When I came to the States, the first thing I heard was, "Do you use millet?" "Yes." "What for?" "We give it to the birds." I said, "Oh, that's you doing a good job. You give the best to the birds." You see,
Should you cook
millet
it?
is a hormonal builder. And you
Called
see
me
it
tonight
good
and
for
said,
PhD.
I googled and found a university in the world that is teaching African herbal science and nutrition. And come take me to go wash your panties for you. You see, we need to respect the origin of the knowledge. And knowledge is like gold. Its value does not change because somebody unknown is holding it. I know that if this talk is to be highlighted in the television and there is a certain bleak face coming from somewhere with all the titles and they say you must pay $1,000 to go listen, the whole hall will be filled. I'm telling you the fact. We need to love and respect ourselves if we are to survive.
But I thought to myself, no, the Spirit was calling me, God was calling me. And I've accumulated a whole lot of knowledge all over these years. And I have the deep edge within me. Now people are just dying because of bad lifestyle, bad eating, the refusal to use herbs and prophylactics. Because we in Ghana, especially the southern part of Ghana, have this thing called Dido, or some people call it Odido, which is a prophylactic that is always cooked in the pots and you are given to let you become healthy, to build up your immune system. You don't need to be sick to take Dido. So I thought our people were going off track and I felt I was one of the people who should go and do that work. I resigned and decided to take it full time. But just like you asked me, how did I even feel to know that I have to become a healer? My grandmother said it before she died, that I was born specifically to take over the uncompleted work of my maternal grandfather, Apochi Teteopata. That means my mother's father. And my mother also confirmed it. And there were so many stories that shows that I was really prophesied to be a healer.
Because the only way the army is destroyed is by disintegrating them. I come from one of the smallest tribes in Ghana called the Krobos.
You bought this. Tell us why you bought
Absolutely. I'm the master healer in my family, so I have to have this knowledge. Because I got to take it back to the village of South Carolina and continue to heal.
And who are we talking about?
This is Havana Zarai Orr, the master healer of the Duncan clan. Thank
The
you.
fact is that the course I'm teaching, the motive, the mission of this course is that at least one healer in each African family. I am so sick and tired of seeing people being put in the emergency ambulance only to be rushed toward their death. If you are truly sick, the ambulance will not save you. You need somebody to instantly act on you with knowledge. Other than that, you will be rushed to a place and you will just be used for experimentation.
But circumstances surrounding the way I gathered knowledge from family members and other elderly people really pointed out to me at this point of my life that I was chosen to heal. Because all the elders will always call me, we lived in Tema, but each time we went to the village, a lot of people will be calling me, oh, come, let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do that. In fact, I have one grand auntie, we normally call him Aunt Abiba, or they normally call him, they were saying Allah Allah, just because he always said Allah because he was a Muslim. And one afternoon, he was so old, but one afternoon he lived in Afienya near Tema. He called me and he said I should come. He wanted to tell me some few things. So I went, and he has been sick for a long time, but I went there, and this old lady was able to get up, took his walking stick, and he showed me some herbs that I gradually came to find out that this formed the nucleus of the herbs of the Ga Adangmes, that you can always use permutation to use them to do a lot of